has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First and 10, Crawford. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
It's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back, because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out quickly to Judy. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win. All the game, with the situation, with the score. Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Crawford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set up a terrific field position by 3 points. The end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. Back to throw. Crawford setting up the screen. Harris. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Back to throw again. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
That was third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing. It puts them in that position.
This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was spot free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So after 2 wrong. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA's. Second quarter from Vegas. The home-standing Raiders with a football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is brought in at the 21. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down. And that's caught inside the 35. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown. Najee Harris, 32 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Raiders 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Raiders had 3 and 8 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. 2nd down, here's Davis Price. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
52.
Caught on the slant. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake. Crawford. He'll let it fly for Austin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that was a runner.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Second and 1. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good
passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Crawford. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound up.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their approach.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys. And that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Crawford flushed out right. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And in for the Steelers. The Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to run it with Harris. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back back to a two-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw, in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
TJ Watt there on a tackle. Brings up third down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Crawford. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
Feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of Wood's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That's caught downfield by Pickens. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Crawford. And now here is another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and the Raiders force the turnover and take over at their own 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's second. Run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.